Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical and welcome back to another video. Today for you guys, we have two things that I wanted to bring to your attention. They are quite interesting. The first one especially is just hilarious beyond belief. But real quick, before we get into that, I haven't uploaded for the past 3 days, and that is actually the biggest gap or break that has happened with the channel for the entirety of this year. You guys may have noticed that this is probably the most consistent I have been in a very, very long time. Uploading essentially every single day throughout this year has been an absolute joy and treat due to me, I guess, refinding my passion, love, and drive for content creation, and of course, overall just being in a better position. I ended up taking a small little break to kind of get away for a few days due to the fact that I have been working pretty hard this year. I didn't want you guys to start freaking out and thinking, oh my god, it's been 3 days. Is he off to the digital world yet again? But it was really interesting because during that time, while I certainly enjoyed it to have a bit of downtime, I was feeling extremely guilty and I guess quite worried, but it's only 3 days. I'm making this into a big deal. It doesn't need to be a big deal. What I want to say is, yeah, the content is back, so thank you guys so much for remaining patient for those few days. However, though, let's talk about some news. So, over the weekend, this really interesting tweet came from Gandhizi, mentioning, I can't believe I just announced Kingdom Hearts 4 to Goofy directly. He was like, you know, they never told me these things. I only find out from fans at conventions. At least I know I've got work coming. So Bill Farmer, who is the official voice actor for Goofy in Kingdom Hearts and anything else related to Goofy, mentioned that, yeah, he had no idea that Kingdom Hearts 4 was even a thing. And we're soon coming up to about 2 months since the official reveal of Kingdom Hearts 4, and this man had absolutely no idea Kingdom Hearts 4 was a thing. Now, I can't blame him because, for one, like, he doesn't really seem like he's got much of an online presence when it comes to, you know, keeping up to date with, like, video game news and stuff. He does have a Twitter handle under Goofy Bill, so it is surprising to me that during that time of Kingdom Hearts 4 being unveiled back in April, that sort of just went under the radar for him. Like, I'm sure during that time, at least one person probably would have tagged him saying, like, I'm looking forward to this. What's your thoughts on KH4, Bill? But again, like, it doesn't seem like his online presence is too strong. Though I will say his Twitter, it seems to be active from time to time. So it's just really interesting to me. What is funny about this, though, is, like, we've gone from back in 2015 with Bill Farmer going onto Twitter saying, pretty much that Kingdom Hearts 3's voice acting is all done and that he is pretty sure that KH3 is coming out this year, referring to 2015, to now with him saying, dude, I had no idea Kingdom Hearts 4 was even a thing. Are you kidding me? Kingdom Hearts 4? Oh my gosh! Like, that was massive headlining news back in 2015 with him tweeting that out. Like, so many different outlets were talking about it. YouTubers talking about it. Us finally being like, oh my god, if a voice actor is saying, yeah, this year, it's gotta be this year, right? Yeah, 2019 was the release year. 4 years later. My god. I think it's interesting, the comment of, you know, they never told me these things. Essentially meaning that, like, yeah, Square Enix don't really get in contact with any of the voice actors. And, like, that kind of does make sense because they don't do that until basically the game is pretty much ready in the sense of development and ready for recording to happen. So the way things work with Kingdom Hearts is development, and most video games, by the way, is development will happen, and then basically once most of the game has essentially wrapped up, they'll go ahead and they'll do all of the voice recording, put the lines in, and then sort of like the polishing stage happens. So for KH, though, like, Japanese voice recording happens first, and obviously within that trailer that we got, it wasn't in English. All the voice acting was in Japanese, though of course that's not to say all the Japanese voice acting has been done, but specifically at first they will prioritize Japanese voice acting, and then later on they'll get little other snippets and stuff in English for, you know, future promotions or other trailers, and then they'll wrap all of that up towards the end of development. But It's hilarious. This was at MomoCon, so thank you so much to Gandhizi for letting Bill know that yes, of course, Kingdom Hearts 4 is a real thing. You do have some work ahead of you, man. Goofy is returning, so look forward to that. And also, that's probably why we didn't get an English version of that trailer, because currently right now, no English voice acting has been done. And usually, like when it comes to Kingdom Hearts trailers, the very beginning trailers sometimes tend to just have Japanese voice acting, and then they'll sort of focus on English a little bit later on. Like, we didn't really hear any English voice acting for Kingdom Hearts 3, and this is even including battle quotes and stuff, like in gameplay segments, until like 2015, with, of course, the E3 2015 trailer showing off Olympus. So yeah, I know a few people have been sort of wondering, will we get that initial Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer in English? No, I don't think so. I think we'll only see that all in Japanese until, of course, the full game comes out. They might re-show off some of the scenes that appeared in that trailer later on to show us a more polished version of the game with scenes we've already previously seen, and those might be in English, but for the majority of the trailer, we won't see that in English. Honestly, bless Bill. I absolutely love him, but I don't know if it's rude or not for me to say that, like, it just seems like such a goofy thing for him not to know that Kingdom Hearts 4 is a real thing. And also, like, with him mentioning, you know, they never told me these things, I only find out from fans at conventions, like, it seems like this isn't the first time this has happened. So again, it really does seem like Bill Farmer isn't a person that kind of lives on the internet or has much presence on the internet, knowing that these new game reveals happen, that he's going to inevitably be involved in later on down the track, when they first get initially revealed.
Whoosh, fellers! Kingdom Hearts 4!
So a big piece of news for Square Enix ended up coming out today. It's been known for quite some time that Shinji Hashimoto, who is the brand manager for the Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts series, as well as a producer on many previous Final Fantasy games, also being one of the board of directors members, has stepped down from Square Enix. As of today, he has officially retired. After 27 years, this man ended up joining up with Square Enix back in 1995. He truly is an iconic and legendary character in the Square Enix family. It's a little bit sad because he really is one of those iconic Square Enix figures in amongst the company. He would generally always be that one guy that would come up to stage during events like E3 to announce and present something, and then end off whatever he was announcing with "please be excited." It became quite a famous Square Enix saying from specifically Shinji Hashimoto. One thing I really liked about Shinji Hashimoto is you could really tell his passion and love for the different video games and IPs and stuff that he was working on. He always brought forth a very uplifting, positive, happy-go-lucky type spirit to the work that he did. I actually got the honor to meet this man back in 2018 at the Square Enix premiere event, and yeah, like, as he sort of portrays himself at these kinds of events and when he's presenting things is the exact same person he is in real life. He's just so positive, and I guess just so happy about what he does. This of course means for Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts there is going to be a new brand manager that will be stepping in. I don't believe at this point the person has been announced just as of right now. Shinji was of course the producer for both Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts 2, so new producers will also be stepping in as well. It is honestly really sad to see him going, but at the same time too, this man has dedicated 27 years of his life to Square Enix, and of course at this point he is about 64 years of age, so I think he's well and truly deserved the step down point of being able to finally put his feet up and just relax for the rest of his life. So definitely well deserved. I have to say a massive thank you to Shinji Hashimoto for all of the excellent work he's done towards Square Enix over the years. However guys, that is all for today. Just some quick news that I wanted to bring to your attention. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. However guys, I'm Cynical. Hopefully I'm having a damn good one, and I'll catch you guys real soon. Peace.